Sarah Jessica Parker and HBO are teaming back up for another TV show. Nic Cage's Osama bin Laden movie gets a whole mess of funny people. And Inside Comedy is returning to Showtime. I got something you can see inside of. It's C Plus News Time.
It's C Plus News Time with your host, Chad White.
That was weird. That was really weird. I like it though. It was funny. Welcome back to C Plus News Time. I'm your host, Chad White, and this is the comedy news you didn't know about for the week of April 13th, 2015. After nearly 10 years away from premium cable, Sarah Jessica Parker is being pulled back in by HBO in a new show called Divorce. It's written by British writer-actress Sharon Horgan, and it will star people like Thomas Hayden Church and Molly Shannon and Talia Balsam, and the pilot's going to be directed by Jesse Perez. Divorce will film in New York, and it's about a very, very, very long divorce. It centers on Frances, Sarah Jessica Parker, who is a woman who suddenly begins to reassess her life and her marriage and finds that making a clean break and a fresh start is harder than she thought. Thomas Hayden Church is going to be playing Robert, Frances's husband, or soon-to-be ex. And Molly Shannon is going to be playing Diane and Frances's high-strung friend. And Talia Balsam is going to play Dallas, a close friend of Frances's. Next up, Nic Cage's Osama bin Laden movie is getting a bunch of funny people. It was reported a few months ago that Nic Cage is going to be starring in a movie about a guy who goes on a one-man hunt in search of Osama bin Laden. So it's safe to say it takes place back in, before 2011 is when Osama was dead, or 10, something like that. I don't know. But the movie is called Army of One, and it's going to be directed by Borat's Larry Charles. The story is loosely based on a man named Gary Faulkner who made multiple attempts to sneak into Pakistan and Afghanistan in search of bin Laden. Now Deadline says that Russell Brand, Ken Marino, Paul Scheer, Rainn Wilson, and American Horror Story's Dennis O'Hare have all joined the movie as well. So we know it's going to be a good time, at least with at least one of those people. Everybody on that is really funny. We don't know who they'll be playing, and I don't know who's going to be playing Osama bin Laden if he ever finds him. This is not a biopic, but it is based on a true story. So we'll see where this goes, but Nic Cage, anything with Nic Cage is going to be entertaining, to say the least. And our final story is Showtime's Inside Comedy is premiering, and it's got a bunch of funny names with it. David Steinberg and Steve Carell's Showtime documentary series Inside Comedy now has a release date. The fourth season is set to premiere on the Pay Network on May 5th at 11 p.m. Names include Stephen Colbert, Michael Keaton, Bryan Cranston, Dan Aykroyd, Wanda Sykes, Ted Danson, and Carol Leifer. Steinberg will also interview comedy stars like Conan O'Brien, Jeffrey Tambor, Jon Stewart, Dane Cook, and Cheech and Chong. Keep your eyes open for the show. Like I said, it comes in early May, and it should be a really good look into the process of how comedy is made. Obviously, I'm a comedian, but I don't have any comedic talents just on display here right now. Thank you for watching C Plus News Time. That's all I got for you. Sorry about the very speedy show. You can go on Facebook, like us on there, follow us on Twitter. You can follow me on Twitter at Chad Black White. You can go on Tumblr. You can do all those social network things. Even head to the website and submit something for yourself. Again, I thank you for watching, and I love you. Subscribe.